it don't get any better than this when you're looking for bear sign. All right, so we just got out of this mountain laurel thicket. Right here's the little drainage, and now we're getting into some hardwoods. And right here on the edge, what do you know? A big old bear turd. Got a nice fresh bear bed right here. You can see he's been leaving his mark. That's a big boy right there. He's working this entire bottom right here, right next to the water. Wow. Look, there's another pile right there.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in on it. Oh, we got a big one right here. To be continued. All right, so it's really exciting seeing all this fresh sign, but what we're scouting for is fall sign. We want to know if he's still going to be here later in the year. And this right here is really the ultimate sign that you want to see. It's a limb that they torn out a couple years ago. Got the acorn caps on them. And if you look around, there's just limbs everywhere. So this whole side of the ridge here gets worked. So we got some good water down here in a thicket, and then we got a little strip of open hardwood right here, and then off to the side over here this ridge turns into a bench that kind of runs down the side of the mountain, and that's covered in another thicket. So we're just in a little isolated patch of hardwoods right here. Oh, Jimmy done found a big one. Anyway, the reason I like this spot in particular is because it is a pain in the butt to get to, which over in Georgia it's really not all that necessary to do that. Here in North Carolina they like to run hounds, and for us it's going to be pretty tough to get away from the dogs, so we're just going to get in far enough that most people ain't going to want to fool with it. I don't know how many people can appreciate the significance of this. There's an old bear turd with a freshly shedded red oak acorn sitting right on top of it. Wow.
That ain't a sign from God.
This is looking good in here. Alright, cutting across this creek, we're going up to the next spot. Found a little bench on the Lidar. I'm hoping that one also has a little spring on it, so we're going to bust on up here and see what it's got. Little pile of scat from earlier in the spring. Bear bedded down on this little rock over the slope. And as always, claw marks in the tree. Every time. That's another bed right here. Tore up this little tree.
Tree down from the bear?
Yeah. It looks like they bedded here more than once. These are old and snapped off. We're probably, what do you think? We're about 400 foot above the creek?
Yeah.
Good grief. Got another bed right here. So, just down there. Oh, good God, there's another one right there. There's 4 beds right here, all within 45 yards. So the whole point of coming up to the bench was really for this right here. Right where it kind of tapers off into the face of the mountain, starts to draw. But you have these little seeps right here. Alright, got the old kingpin right here. Dude, that is a monster. Bed right here.
Look at the diameter of that thing. It's like a mini Coke can. Man, that's crazy. It can seem completely devoid of bears, but if you're not on that point, not on that mark, you just will never see it.
Yeah.
You could be in a really hot area. You're just 10 yards off.
Alright, we're on the bench. I don't know if you can make it out. There's a trail going up through there. It is absolutely insane up here, the amount of sign. So for now, I'm just going to be checking up underneath these oak trees, see if I can find a shed acorn. Alright, That's all we need to see. Let's get out of here.